I'd like to begin with Tuhin Sinha. You know, Tuhin Sinha, there has to be an understanding of what really has gone down. This has been since recent memory, and I'll give you figures. The worst tragedy that has taken place at the Mahakumbh. Let me give you figures. 2003, 39 deaths. The death toll in this, in all probability, set to rise more than the 30 reported right now. 2010, 7 deaths, 2013, 36 deaths. Lots of questions, Tuhin Sinha, that the administration needs to answer, number one. Number two, Tuhin Sinha, it's taken 17 hours. Things went on as normal through the course of the day. 17 hours for the administration to come and even give out the figure of the dead. And I'm going to play a visual right now, which to many people, Tuhin Sinha, is deeply insulting. Because this massive tragedy takes place in the morning, early morning. Hours have passed, people have died, and yet the UP administration is showering flower petals on people who are taking the holy dip. Is this what we've come down to, Tuhin Sinha?
Well, good evening, Preeti. Good evening, everybody. You know, even the death of a single devotee is extremely painful, anguishing, and devastating. So the death of 30, I know the quantum of tragedy that has taken place. Having said that, in the last 2 days, more people have visited the Mahakumbh than, probably the number of people who visited in the entire 2013 Mahakumbh. Yes, arrangements have been made, including, in the previous Mahakumbh, the total area of the ghat where you could take the dip was a mere 2 kilometers. Now it expands to 12 to 14 kilometers. And like Gaurav Sawant had made it very clear, I was hearing Gaurav Sawant, the VIP movement was happening on completely the other side. Over here, I have also seen a particular video on Lallan Top today, where people are saying that, कुछ असामाजिक तत्वों ने जबरदस्ती हमारे साथ धक्कम धुक्की की. So I don't know the cause of the.
Tuhin Sinha, don't insult the viewers' intelligence by giving into random rumor mongering on ground of asamajik tattva. Please answer the questions that I'm asking you, because people want to know. Let me repeat the questions again, Tuhin Sinha. 17 hours it takes 17 hours to give out the number of the dead. Don't we have respect for the dead? That we honor them, at least give out the numbers. Number two, isn't this insulting what we are seeing on our television screens, Tuhin Sinha? Flower petals being showered on people taking the holy dip hours after 30 people have died.
No, number one, if there is a delay, I'm sure you would want the administration to give you authentic figures and to not just rush into any figures. I don't see this anguish in your correspondence over here, because somewhere they understand the situation than you do better, you do sitting in the studio. I heard both your correspondents. They are aware of the gravity of the situation. They are aware of the measures which are being taken by the administration. So trust the administration, like the arrangements that have been made are unprecedented. Having said that, I'm telling you that if from here VIP arrangements need to be further curtailed, as it is, there is no VIP.
Tuhin Sinha, I don't think you're understanding my question. I'm not talking about VVIP arrangements. I'm talking about arrangements, A, for the regular janta, B, I am talking about visuals which are insulting, because life went on as normal when 30 people have died. Did the administration need to shower flower petals on devotees when 30 devotees were killed in the Stampede hours before?
See, I'm not aware whether the administration was involved, who was involved in showering petals, but like I mentioned, the total area of the ghat expands to a good 14 kilometers. If something is happening in a completely different area by entities not involved, why blame the administration unless you are completely convinced and you have evidence that the administration is involved? Let us focus on the issue at hand.
Let me say it very clearly. Let me say it very clearly. 30 people are dead, and the administration needs to answer what really went down.
I think you have an understanding problem. If you don't understand your correspondence,
Tuhin Sinha, are you saying our correspondents have made it very clear that this was a failure of the administration?
The entire tragedy is extremely shameful, is extremely devastating. But don't wait for an opportunity to just pounce like the opposition do.
So you're
the
saying, sir, I represent the viewer of this country. I represent a citizen who was looking at these visuals and is asking questions. Are you telling me, before I go to our other guests, Tuhin Sinha, I want to ask you a simple question. Are you telling me the administration is not responsible for what happened today? Is that what you're saying?
Well, that we will have to wait for a court-monitored inquiry, because I am particularly quoting from a video that is out on Lalan Talk, where some people have said that zabardasti hamare saath dhakkam dhukki ki gayi. Wo kisne ki? Which we will know in the court-monitored inquiry.
Tuhin Sinha, like I
wait
said,
for that.
I think listen to the Honorable Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister. Don't give in to rumor mongering. I just want to bring in our other guests into this conversation. Ghanshyam Tiwari, today you stand accused of trying to politicize the death of 30 devotees who had come with Astha to take the holy dip.
Good evening, Preeti, to you, the viewers, and my fellow co-panelists. And my prayers go to every family who has lost a loved one. Some of them are still searching. Some of them have injuries in the family. And it is shock and shame that we have a Prime Minister who is addressing this issue from election rally. 7,500 crores has been spent as per the data of the government. We have Yogi government, the minister, saying कि इतने बड़े आयोजन में छोटी-मोटी घटनाएं होती रहती हैं.
He didn't say
People
that.
Are dead.
Ghanshyam Tiwari, right? He did not say that. He literally broke down when he actually gave up the figures.
I'm saying Yogi government, the minister of Yogi government, there is the minister, cabinet minister of Yogi government has said that, and I stand by that. Third, that people have said that VIP movement, it is as if there is a separate Kumbh happening for VIPs of BJP and there is a separate Kumbh happening for common people. Fourth, it is not God himself that gave a number of 10 crore. It is BJP that mixed politics, propaganda, their pomp and show with taxpayers 7,500 crore rupees to say that 10 crore people will come and take the tip. In a very basic video also that you captured very crisply, that people are saying that there is only one exit and that is used for entry as well. Both sides are traveling from the same side. That even with AI cannot replace common sense. You cannot have two exits. You cannot have a sense of how many people are walking towards the same place at the Muhurat, and then you come and hear Pedal says that there are some miscreants. Then you start saying that like every BJP spokesperson is saying that look at the grandness of what we have done. Why are you cornering us for something so small? BJP as a party is dead within. They don't care about the fact that 30 people are dead. More are.
But Ghanshyam Tiwari, you've been charged of politicizing these deaths. You could have waited. This is a sensitive time. The BJP has organized the Kumbh well. There has been one incident that took place and you're looking to milk it politically is the charge. 7,500
crores. Every BJP person has used the Kumbh for their agenda. Did Amit Shah go and cry for any dead? Did Rajnath Singh go and cry for any dead? You can go and take photos and have the news story on your photos. When a BJP MP in the parliament, Dhakka Mukhi, fell down, 10 ministers and several MPs went. How many BJP MPs went? As I said, BJP as a party is morally and emotionally dead. They don't care. They want us, your viewers, to believe that even on this day when flower petals are, it's a shame that the administration is showering flower petals when 30 people are dead. In any other country, somebody would have resigned. But they are showering flower petals and then their spokesperson come here and say that we are peddling an agenda. News people who are showing this is peddling an agenda and BJP is not responsible.
Allow me to bring in our other guests into this conversation. I want to cut across to Brigadier B.K. Khanna. He's been the former advisor, NDMA. Sir, prima facie, what really went down? Because what we are every day, day in and day out, what we're being told is large numbers, crores, 10 crores that have come to the Kumbh. What went down? Because multiple eyewitness accounts, you don't know which one you can trust. There is, Tuhin Sinha that gave one. Then we've had multiple that we've played out, which seem to suggest there was only one entrance and one exit with the crores of a sea of humanity that was there at the Kumbh. What do you think, sir, went down?
Thank you, Preeti, for getting me on your TV. At the outset, of course, I would like to pay my condolences to all the bereaved family who have lost their kith and kin, and I would also pray that the injured they get well soon. Now coming to the point, of course, I was in the NDMA, and of course the last Kumbh Mela when it happened in March, but about you mentioned this thing. We had gone. I personally had gone there along with my member, Mr. Sinha, and we were there for quite some time, and so organizing it and getting it done. Now, coming to the what happened today is there that if you see here, what is the capacity? I mean, there is no point of saying it. 10 crore hai, 20 crore hai, and that's so it's no. That number is insignificant. Is against in case any incident happen. So even if the 5 crores go there, how does it matter? 5 and 10 is a number only. Only thing is that how much capacity, what is the capacity of at the ghats, at the 10, 15, 20, whatever the ghat numbers are, there are 28 they are talking about only. How much capacity they can take the bath. But till such time they have taken the bath, others should not come. So there should have been some hold of, because so where the people who are waiting, because so they should not be released there only. Second point which is coming there, that is there that where everybody wants to go to the Sangam, that various Sangam, because so that have a bath there only, restrict there only. There, of course, I mean, as the channels are there only, and then the barricades are there only. There, of course, it should be restricted there only. The people should have been diverted to the various places. Third point which is coming there only, that in last time when we have gone there, police have got what they do it, that they have about every 1 kilometer, because so a tower. On the tower, top of it also, there are 2 people, 2 or 3 policemen, because so in a plain clothes. So they keep looking down, and in case they see, they can see the ground. They can, so then everything is okay. But in case they can't see the ground, etc., that means they inform at the control, etc. So that is okay. The crowd is too much. This
so Brigadier Khanna, what you're seemingly suggesting is that there was a lapse somewhere.
Just give me 30 seconds.
Of course.
Coming to this only. No, the thing is that that is a churning which they started. I don't see any churning which are to be placed. And churning should have been taken out. What is churning in the sense? At the gate only, there are certain policemen. So they lead the people. They keep on moving around there only. The people doesn't know that they are here only. They are not reaching there only. In the meantime, of course, the ghat gets cleared, and then they push them ahead only. And of course, the greatest mistake is there basically that you said that going and coming, the exit should have been different than the entrance. Because that is very, very, very sad. Of course, This is not on as far as Rasam is concerned. This is the first thing which had happened there. And last point, which will be there only, yes, the VIPs were on the other side. Why the VIP has to come today only? If the VIP is there only, even on the side, the policemen are there only. They are for their protection. I don't know if you are a VIP, go as a this pilgrim. You are not going as a VIP pilgrim. Go as a pilgrim only, and then go and have a bath like in other countries you do it. Why have a sacred bath for them? Why should have a separate bath? Let them all come here only. When you are asking for the vote, you can say, okay, we are with you only. But when you become this MP, MLA, so then you say, no, we are VIP. I mean, that is the culture. VIP culture must go. India has got the highest number of VIP in the world.
Right.
That is must be curbed there only.
Well said.
It must be brought
very
down.
Well said. Brigadier Khanna, very well said. And at least with what you're saying, it's very clear. Till now, yes, the administration was managing the Kumbh beautifully. They did. Something went amiss. And we are now with a tragedy which will cut so deep and burn into our conscience that we allowed it to happen. But, I want to cut across and bring in our other guest, Vikram Singh. He's former DGP, Uttar Pradesh. He's presided over many Kumbhs himself, be it Ardh or the Mahakumbh. Many questions are being asked, Vikram Singh, of the administration, of the policing today. What do you reckon?
Preeti, a lot of debate has happened, and I would say that if even a single death has happened, that is the cause of very grave concern and sorrow. And to have 30 deaths, 60 injured is indeed a human tragedy which could have been avoided. Now, the 3 things that have emerged in our discussion is that the entry and the exit have to be separate. They are separate, and there are multiple entry and exit routes. But Sangam Nose is a small area. There was a claim that it has been increased to the extent, but certainly it could not have accommodated so many pilgrims. And when the police barrier was reached, that was the alarm bell. When the reinforcement should have been half-hearted to go and take a bath, it should have been enforced. And why in the first place did we allow the pilgrims to sleep on the passage itself? The pilgrims were sleeping on the passage merely because they wanted to be the first to take the bath, even before the Naga Sadhus, who have a precedence over any other pilgrim to have the first bath. Well, they should have been removed and evacuated. Please understand, we cannot use force in the Kumbh Mela area. We only have to, with folded hands, request, cajole, and convince them. Obviously, there's something that was missing there. And I would again say that we keep our priorities in order. We should reinforce and keep our force ready for operation rather than showering flower petals and rather catering to the VIPs, pandering to the VIPs. We should have focused only on the Mela arrangements. And there is a standard procedure after the 1954 tragedy when we lost 800 pilgrims. There was a decision and a government order to the effect no VIP shall, the word used was shall, visit the Mela area during the peak bathing days. And this is exactly what was breached, that VIPs did visit and the force was diluted and diverted from essential duties to non-essential duties, as Brigadier Khanna has very lucidly explained. It cannot be a VIP culture.
Right.
And then the police should focus only on the traffic management, staggering, diversion, and traffic schemes that are there, which have been rehearsed. But obviously something went horribly wrong, and lo and behold, we have 30 deaths at hand, which were totally avoidable.
Right.